Bitch, you're not a human. Come here. You hate Jesus? You hate yourself? You hate me? You disgrace Jesus? Huh? Talk.
Francis, wacha kupige.
Talk. Talk. Come on, bitch. Come on, whore. You open my fucking room, I'll fucking kill you in this. Disgrace Jesus. He hates disgrace. Jesus.
Francis, umpige. Toka mbele yake.
Toka. I am not going to tolerate no more. Jesus is not going to tolerate. Yeah, feel me. Fuck Uganda. Yes, sir, I'm going to do. No. You obey what I say. I don't obey you. You understand, bitch? Neighbor, bitch? Look at me. Look at Christ who died for you. Look at me. Look at Christ who died for you. Look at Christ. You fucking calm up. I don't calm down. You calm up to the Lord Jesus Christ. You fuckers, you goddamn ought to be afraid. Bitch. Nigger, bitch. You're not a human. No. Then you come fight me? Yes, I'll fucking knock your fucking life out. In the name of Jesus Christ, Uganda has come under our condemnation. You fucking record that, bitch. The Lord Jesus Christ is coming upon you with sword and fire.
I know that was disturbing what y'all seen. And what I mean by y'all, I mean dark-skinned people, because of what's going on in the situation. The man was not lying about the things that he was seeing. And even though it may seem that way, he's not lying. He's being abusive against this man. Y'all heard everything he was saying to the man. Dark-skinned man. This white man is saying all these things to a dark-skinned man. He told him he's not human, like I've been trying to tell you people, that you're not human. These white people, not all of them, but the white people that know the truth and you don't, they know who you are. They know who we are. That's why we are their main target. That's why we are on the top of the list. Dark-skinned people. This is the truth. I've been trying to tell you all the truth. That's all I've been doing. And y'all want to come against me. But y'all see what this man is doing. He is not playing no games. He is not lying. He's not acting. He's telling the truth. Even though he's wrong. He's telling the truth. He said to obey him. That he died for our sins. Obey him. And tell him that he should fear him. Think about all these things he's saying. And what's in the Bible? The same thing. It's the same thing in the Bible. What I've been telling you guys, that you're basically worshiping, praying to man. You're not praying to God, you're praying to man. Man wants you to fear them. Man wants you to worship them. Man wants you to bow down to them, which is white people. Not all of them, because they're all not involved. But the ones that know the truth are the same ones that brought the Bible to you to corrupt dark-skinned people, to make us think that everything in the Bible is true, that you're supposed to fear God, which you're fearing man. that you're supposed to get on your knees and bow to him, worship him, which man wants you to do. This is what I've been telling you. You all believe in a lie. What more proof do you all need from the Creator to show me, to tell you, and then show you guys what's going on? What did I tell you guys before? Who is mostly out there talking about Jesus Christ? Please tell me who is the most talking about Jesus Christ. Who is the one race that's talking about Jesus Christ the most? White people. White people. Not dark-skinned people, white people. The only reason you got some dark people out there talking about it is because they've been corrupted with what white people have been saying. They've been going along with it just to make money too. That's why you got some dark-skinned people doing this as well. But it's mostly white people that's in churches that's teaching. There's mostly white people that's on YouTube talking about Jesus Christ. There's mostly white people that's talking about Jesus Christ coming in clouds with fire and brimstone and all that. Just like the man said. Just like the man said. What he mean by that, y'all don't understand this. When the Bible speaks of that, fire and brimstone, they're talking about man destroying us. They're talking about man dropping bombs or whatever they want to do to cause these things to happen. To make it seem like it's Jesus, but it's not. It's man doing this stuff. They have to pretend that this stuff is going to come to pass as in the Bible. So they have to make it pretend that it's actually happening from God or Jesus Christ. They making it pretend. That's why the water's been turning red. That's why these animals been dying in the seas. And forest fires and all this stuff been happening. They tell the cause of it, that is basically a natural disaster, but it's coming from man itself. All these disasters, tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, all these things, earthquakes, volcano eruptions, all these things is caused by men. The disaster ones is caused by men. And y'all don't understand that they're doing this purposely to brainwash you all into thinking that everything that's in the Bible is completely true because what you're seeing that's going on the earth as far as all this corruption, people coming against each other, and fishes down in the sea, the red turned into blood, the moon turned into blood multiple times, but in the Bible it says once, which y'all still believe it, the water turned red more than once. But in the Bible it's supposed to happen one time. And the moon is supposed to happen one time with the red blood moon. It's supposed to happen once. But guess what else? You had different color moons. Why doesn't it say that about in the Bible as well? Why the Bible don't say the moon gonna turn to blood, and then it's gonna turn to a blue moon, and then it's gonna turn to a pink moon? Because we had them. Y'all remember that. This stuff is staged to happen, to make it seem like this is really happening from God or Jesus Christ. Why would he destroy his own people that he created? Just think about what I'm saying, people. I don't have to raise my voice or anything. I'm not going to do that anymore. Just to get you all to understand. Even though y'all see things in plain sight, y'all still don't believe. This man just came out and said everything. He didn't know he was being recorded until he saw the dude recording. So that should prove to y'all that what I've been saying is the truth. Have I ever lied? No. The fact that the point of this is that you all just can't handle it. So you dislike my video. You don't listen. You do listen, you just ignore it. Because you don't want to believe what I'm saying. Because you're still stuck in the box of what white people told you. Or what they introduced to you. You're living in fear. Just think about what I'm saying. I have a free mind. It feels good to think outside the box. It feels good. to not be stuck in a box, fearing that you're gonna go to hell because you think outside the box, as in you think about other things other than what you believe in. You're afraid to question. You're stuck in the box. That's what I mean. You're stuck in the box because you fear God, which means you're not going to think about questioning anything that's going on. Ask yourself this question. How can you question God if you don't even, if you can't see him or he's not in person to talk to you? How can you question him if he's not in front of you? How can you question him? The only way you can question somebody is if you're talking to that person and you question what they say that you basically is concerned about. You can't question God because you're not talking to him. You can't see him. That's why I'm telling you, man don't want you to question them about the Bible. Think about what I'm saying. I'm very wise. I have people at my job that I talk to that told me I am a wise person. I don't have nothing to lie to you guys about. Y'all don't have to believe me. This one guy that I'm telling you about is the same guy that's telling me about these tropical islands to move to. Because I told him that I want to move to an island somewhere far away and get out of this system of control that I'm in. I told him that, and he understood what I was saying because he's tired of it too. And he said his brother is moving to an island, the Virgin Islands. He gave me information on all that stuff about the Virgin Islands and showed me pictures when he was out there for 7 days. He said when he was out there for 7 days, he didn't want to come back to his own wife. He had a whole wife and he didn't want to come back to her because of where he was. He said it was like paradise to him. It was like being in paradise. The food was perfect. It was fresh and the fruits was, pure. Everything you eat and drink is real fruit and vegetables. It's real. It's not no contaminated stuff. It's real. He did not want to leave. And he been out there for 7 days. And he says his brother's moving out there next year. At the beginning of next year, he's moving out there. His brother been out there 5 times and he been out there only once with his brother because his brother wanted him to come with him out there. He didn't know how it was going to be because he never been there before. But when he got there, he said he fell in love. He did not want to believe. And he said from what he been hearing on TV is way different than when you actually go there yourself. And I was telling him that a lot of people are afraid to go places because they've been corrupted by the system of the United States. Basically want people to come out here to be a slave. The United States is not a land of the free, it's a land of the slave. They want people to come here to be slaves. They trick you into thinking that this is the best life ever when it's not. They want you to think material things, cars, jobs, chains and all this stuff, shoes is the life to live. No, it's not. When I save enough money, I'm moving out there to the Virgin Islands. I'm going to move out there. So I'm glad I'm saving money right now. I'm going to save as much as I can because he told me just to save as much as I can because he's not sure as far as how much I would need to maintain myself until I get a job. So he just said just to save money, So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take my risk because I have no family out there. So I'm taking a big risk of doing this because I want to be free. He said everybody out there is loving and caring and they have parties a lot. They have fun. Not them crazy parties that we have in the United States. They have parties like get-together parties, basically. And he said when you get off the plane, they greet you. They want you to just enjoy yourself. He said the water out there, the water The oceans, the lakes, when you step out in the ocean or the beach, the water is clear. You can see your feet when you walk deep into the water. He said the water was up to his chest and he saw his feet. And he said out here you can't even see that. It's dirty, it's contaminated. And I'm like, I know. And I told him that's crazy because I talk about this stuff on my YouTube channel and people don't listen to me. I told him that. And he said it's okay because you got people out there that wants to hear it. And he said I'm very wise and I'm mature for my age. Because I told him that I have a mature mind and I have an old soul. I told him that. I told him that I love old school music. And he was just listening to me. This man is in his 50s. And I told him I get along with older people because young people don't understand. They don't want to understand. And he was a dark-skinned man. And he's someone that I work with. And I just met him a day ago. You all need to wake up. You need to free yourselves. Because the Bible is talking about white people. And the black people are enslaved by the whites. They want us to forgive them because they know who we are. They want us to forgive them for what they're doing to us right now as we speak. They've been doing this since the beginning. Wake up, people. Instead of me talking about this so much, about paradise, living in it, before I pass on this earth, I will be in one of these islands, living the way I want to live, being free. Like I said, right now I'm going to save money enough to move to one of these islands, so that way I can live in peace, live happy, be in nature until I'm gone from this earth. One day y'all will see